Okay, so let's go over a little bit more back testing, and this is gonna be this week. Oh, Allah news. So try and go a little bit faster than usual. Okay, so we hit this high already. Previous week's high with equal highs here. That's our product liquidity, and let's see. And not even previous week's high, but yeah, this previous week's high. These daily draws right here. So fairly close to this. The day is opening low first. All these assets. That's very important. I'll look at the lower time from here. Okay, so this has no wick. Okay, I'll mark this low because we're in a consolidation. Let's go to the lower time frame. So they makes a shallow high, and now it's retracing lower. All right, so ideally, honestly, this gap holds. We got C2 into expansion here, very close to the high. There's no gap here though. Okay, so we hit this. We have S&T here. Between these. Even, yeah, I mean, between these. Even between the low today. It's probably a little bit cleaner to do this. Way better. Okay. So if I'm just gonna reverse here, it's pretty good. We can trade the other asset. This. Okay, so this is leaving free swings here. Again, on the consolidation range, I do not want to engage with this. So let's go with the hourly. So this is not C2 here. We have even this SMT here, but this doesn't look like it will hold. We'll see. And here we turn reversals. I'm literally gonna skip 30-minute. Okay, so we keep dropping. We do have technically a C2 here, but it's not very strong. It's not very good close, I would say. It looks like he has wants to trade into this low. I think he wants to trade into the low today. This actually has the most bullish close. Again, I don't like this framework though. Unless there is SMT here. Let's see. There is SMT here. It's not with a relevant swing though. You can see like the low of the day. In this case, it's a relevant swing. In this case, it isn't really. I'll probably want to see SMT with this. Right? This is just 30 swings. So I wouldn't really want to trust this higher to go higher necessarily. Yeah, this 15-minute PA is pretty bad. So let's see what the driver does. The driver does expand. So now every asset is CSD higher. No, I don't like this. I'll be honest. I'm like ES, leaving these. Enki is having a very deep retracement here. I'd much rather trade YM. So let's see if we get this 5-minute. Okay, so we don't get this 5-minute. If this, which would be, is this in a gap? Not really. It's in the opposing candles. Okay, it's a C2. Okay, this is tradable actually. Well, this would be a reversal, so I would probably not be trading this. I'm being honest. Probably want to trade something like this. No, this asset is not CSDing yet. But you can see every asset is expanding here. We haven't hit a relevant swing, so we have to go break even here. The odds point of the day as well. Just see you quick. Still quite a bit of time in this candle. Yeah, you can take this, I think. So that will be my break even because this is the odds point of the day, I think. We're break even there. And it hits TP. Very simple. I took yes. Yeah, I guess like this would be. I guess this 5-minute. You wait for this 5-minute, right? You get the 3-minute first on the yes. Otherwise, if you get this 5-minute, you can take this as well. I'm pretty sure. This is probably like the next best trade. I guess we'll go back and take it as well. I guess why not? All right. Okay, so this will be break even. Okay, So this as well as the highest point of the day. Now let's actually really trade into the highest point of the day. Okay, so we can go Reiki in there, and this just expands, right? Such a clean expansion here. I didn't like this deep of a retracement. Guess it is inside of a gap, though. It's still a 4 hour, right? Oh yeah, it is. So I failed to see this. I guess we could have taken the first CSD. I mean, no, definitely not. Definitely not. Yeah. Okay, give me 1 second. Okay, so we can actually just, I'll probably stop there, man. I mean, this is very clean. I wouldn't trade the continuation here necessarily. I mean, let's see. I mean, might as well. DSP? Let me see. No. Okay, so we hit these highs. Okay. Yeah. So technically, could have traded this as a positional. See, this is a 15-minute like this. Yeah, with this close, I mean, it's not a positional. Oh, wait, it's just way too early. My bad. Yeah, there's no positional here. This could have just traded D930, right? CSD, but not the cleanest. Yeah, I'm not trying to focus on QES, and yeah, like this is a pretty deep retracement here. Okay, so we get that. Don't get the continuation. I think we probably capped off the range. Every also hit this, right? Not as likely we get. You see how far it is? Probably, like, I don't know. I wouldn't trade this higher, right? I don't necessarily. Is that 30-minute gap? So it is a 30-minute gap. There is SMT fill here. I don't know if there is another draw higher though. Like, yeah, we could go for this, but I guess this has a very small wick. Alright, so we have this SMT fill. Where you would trade this 5 minutes SD or see the 3-minute? Okay. You probably demand a retest here. Something like this. I'm not gonna take it though. I mean, I think you don't. I guess if we go for this, I have to demand a retest. But yeah, I'm not gonna take this person. Oh wait, it was a 3-minute close. Okay, yeah. So you go break even there. Yeah, I mean, it's just highest point of the day. It's just unlikely it gets there. So that's gonna be it for that day. Let's go over Tuesday. Again, no news. So we are still expanding higher here. We don't have much on the left, I'll be honest there. I mean, there's this daily, I guess. I don't think we can get there today, though. We are inside of a gap. There's that. Not much here. I don't like this day. Also, the day before FOMC. Alright, let me put this. Also, the day before FOMC. We just have 4 hour swing points. Okay, so like we can expect this to be hit probably if we're gonna expand higher. Oh, the day opens high first though. Damn. We get to this high. I don't know. I'm not expecting today to be pretty clean day overall. It's not clean profile, right? The day is opening high first. And we have no drawn liquidity on these, right? So unless there's a gap here, I mean, there's that. Again, it's very far apart. Very far. So I wouldn't really want to trade NQES to this day, right? I should rather have this like as a like C2 lower or kind of consolidation so that we can trade FOMC higher tomorrow. But yeah, because like so there's not too many days of expansion. So this will be the third day of expansion. That's fine. That can happen, right? Especially if there's a draw close proximity, that can happen. But yeah, honestly, I think the best draw liquidity is this on RTY. That's the closest I think I can see. Alright, so makes a shallow D. Yeah, it's opening high first. I don't like this, man. I guess it's to continue this V shape that we got yesterday. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty sluggish. So here we can just like have to like create these gaps. These gaps have to hold. So there is SMT fill here. And this brings us a C2 with PSP. Okay, these are equal low. No, wait, is this SMT? Yeah, these are equal lows. Ideally, we don't come down to this gap, but like, yeah, I'm gonna mark it because if we do, that gap has to hold, or we're gonna go for the low today. And then at that point, if we go for the low today, I'm not bearish, leaving equal highs, and I'm not gonna be bullish because there's gonna be like too large of a range for these. I'll mark it on NQES as well, but I'm not willing to trade NQES. It just doesn't like not very good. All right, so let's go 30-minute. We have C2 here. Yeah. All right. And we have V-shift 50 minutes ESD with equal lows though, so I wouldn't take this as a position. It is also IDS point of the day. I'll probably want to wait for RTY to give something similar. So ES is also CSD. All right, there's also some, we can see the SMTs are a little bit cleaner, but there's no CSD here. So I mean, just waiting here. Just waiting and see what happens. So we do have a V-shaped CSD here. Well, I would say it's not super V-shaped. It is definitely on my M. Okay. So that hits the ice point of the day. Honestly, let's see if we can get this 50-minute. Problem is probably gonna hit the highest point of the day first. Let's see. No, not really. We could take this as a positional. Or every asset is CSDing higher. Especially if it's close proximity like this. I mean, the problem is here you have to trust this gap to hold. Oh, this also has no wick. I mean, sometimes it's fine, honestly. Sometimes that's fine. So you could take something like this. I need to R, so it would be like that. It's above this high. Okay, yeah, I need to R with that. We could use probably like something like this. Yeah, like very close proximity to the low, right? I'm putting it at this OB. I don't want to see. I mean, please tell me, that's possible, but usually you shouldn't do that. So we could try this. Yeah, we get absolutely railed. All right. I think there is. Yeah, the problem is that this, I guess. We don't trade into the same eye at the same time. When I take this, it's very high into the range. Okay, yeah, if I'm looking at the 30-minute, does not look pretty good though. That does not look very good, I'll be honest. This positional. The problem with this is that, yeah, it's too high into the range. Like, I already missed this move, I guess. Or I could probably trade the proportion block here. Only 3-minute, right? But we don't get it. Nonetheless, let's see what the driver does. So it expands on NQES, as well as YM. Pretty deep retracement, so we hit these lows. So now this is lagging. Lagging out, so compared to NQES, right? CSD higher. The problem is with the CSD is it's the only CSD you can see, right? So this could be a manipulation of this high. Also, this is not V-shaping. Here it is. So now we have this SMT. If I don't know, RTY can V-shape, we could possibly take this. If it does hold, of course. I don't know, RTY would probably want to see, I don't know, clean 5-minute inversion. Some clean, okay, this PA is, this 1-minute CSD is pretty clean. Off of that hourly gap, as I said, has to hold. Gonna trade today higher. We do leave, okay, we hit this low as well. Has to be pretty V-shaped here. Yeah, it's taking a lot of time. Yeah, okay. It's not gonna do it. So yes, middle asset. Okay, so we're expanding lower. I guess you could have probably shorted this. Again, I don't like the framework as much. Even though the day does open high first, we are not in, we haven't engaged with a key level or anything. Just previous day's high. And after 2 days of expansion, I'm just expecting this. But yeah, that's what you do in trade ass point of the day when there's no established low of the day, man. See what happens here. So it's 10 as well. So this 10 AM open here. So opening the high first. We see the 4 hour close. C2 PSP. We have a 4 hour gap now. Still, I'm not fading the okay, so we did we hit the lowest point of the day? I think we did. I'm not really fading my bias still. Because all comes down to what RTY does here. We are V-shaping. That's a V-shape here. See if we get the continuer. Problem is this, right? This also probably wants to hit that again. Yeah, so if I'm looking at NQ, like this is probably trading tradable on NQ. Right, there's this SMT. It's not, I guess, tradable. Not the best, of course, but yeah, they were pretty shallow retracement even on ES. This OB is very small though. So we hit that low. We just keep expanding lower on this also. So we get this CSD. So you do have a pretty clean inversion at least. 50 minutes C2. This has no wick. Okay, that's a little bit weird. Like in this 15 minute, I'll be honest. Oh, we're close. Man, this looks pretty ass. Yeah, I'm not gonna take this shit just because of how, like, it's not a very clean swing point to trade away from. To be completely honest. Even on 30 minute, this looks good. You could probably take this. I would probably want to see RTY CSD higher though. Like if we get this CSD, it's tradable. If we don't get it, yeah, there is. It just looks so ass, right? We're just consolidating. Okay, so yeah, we're just consolidating here. I really do not want to engage with this PA. I could have expected this, especially on QES. Also willing to trade it. I am, but where this is, yeah, this is just expanding lower. And I'm not really willing to short this either. So we can skip to tomorrow. See the daily close. Alright, so it is C2. Alright. So hit previously slow. We have some deep with it. Oh, I think this AM session is not gonna be as good though. Pretty large wick. So internal range could beat this. Yeah, but you see how we leave equalize. You know, this is just a retracement here. So we have to pay very close attention to what happens with how the day is developing. So it opens low first, but it's leaving these first swings, right? So I don't like that. It's low, it leaves this low, which previously is low. There is some deep there. But yeah, it's leaving first swings, right? This doesn't make any sense. I'd rather short this, I'll be completely honest. Unless okay, so it does take out these. What a gap though. What a gap here. Again, not the cleanest framework for me to short. When I short that, so it just doesn't make sense. If you wanted to short, you could probably short NQES, but you were the cat being the stronger asset. You can see here, they took out this side. So it just doesn't really make sense. To me at least. The hourly, see if there is SMT. Not really. Every asset is moving pretty much the same. Daily, honestly, so this is like, yeah. This is not clean framework for long start. I already have AM session hit these lows actually. So which one of these houses closes? I think it's YM. Yeah, why I mean yes, pretty much. Like look at this reshape, man. This looks so good. We don't have 50-minute yet. Okay, so we do have a 50-minute here as well. I need a new fractal though. Probably need a new fractal here. Or a V shape. Okay, so this is 9am opening high with no wick. On most of these has very deep retracement though. There's no gap. Oh, that sucks, man. That really sucks. Okay, so R2 is gonna hit this high, but it's look at it's. I mean, again, it's V shaping, leaving fair swings. No, there is SMT here. Actually, I want to trade. I don't want to trade this here either. To be honest. Yeah, so that's the driver. You could potentially short NQ here. I think the way is at the low of the day. Pretty much. You have SMT here as well. I guess it depends. Like we could short these, like even RTY or NQ. We just have to be mindful of when they hit this strong liquidity. Like when YM or ES hit this strong liquidity. I guess if I short here, when it hits it within one candle starts reversing, like this CSD is gonna be cooked. It's definitely tradable, I'll be honest. Because you're leaving a bunch of fair swings. Yeah, I mean, ideally short YM, but when you get the chance, I think. Yeah, there's no way. Unless you short like this 15-minute CSD, but I guess your stop is too wide for that. I don't know, I don't like the SWIC. I think like all of them, like let's see ES because we might be able to get away with that. Oh, we have equal highs. Okay, I don't like that as much. We might be able to get this fill. Something like that. 242R. Like I'd rather trade ES at this point. Alright, so Wham hits the low. That's unlucky. We almost got filled here. What if I use the bodies here? I think I probably can. If I use the bodies, I can probably enter the market. No, okay, it's this. So Wham hits the low. I want to see what happens here. Alright, so hindsight, you probably would could have taken this as well. See if this it does play out. Or you be break even here at this point because of where YM is, where it hit it already hit the lowest point of the day. I think we probably should go break even on ES as well. Yeah, I'll probably will go break even because there's a potential SMT here. Ooh, crazy. Oh yeah, so I think I overdid it. I could have just shorted here as well. Right, it's just likely to expand over as well. It's just, yeah, as you can see when it gets to this low, or it starts like not even reversing, just printing bullish candle and like this high, right? When there is SMT. Yeah. I guess this could have happened way earlier, but yeah, one just kept dropping, or even this candle here, you can see. Oh, so whatever, it took this on yes. I think it's fine. It's pretty much. Yeah, the rest here, that's why honestly that's why I trade ES. I already trade ES here. Even if you enter the market. You could use like this 1 minute fair value. If you inverse this gap, you can probably close it, right? So you can have even a better stop loss. Yeah. So it looks like even RTY, like you could have taken a bunch of these trades. Honestly, I think RTY would probably been the best. So just manipulate this high, V-shape CSD. We know William's gonna get to these lows. And yeah, you can just go break even once we hit those lows. Let me see when we hit them. So we hit here. after the scan. So yeah, you can go between there. You get a nice CSD. Even here, it's like, it's leaving all these fair swings. This is also pretty low into the range on the daily. Alright. This is an expansion candle, so we're really close to these. I guess honestly, I'll be honest, yeah, this would have been a better trade for sure. For sure. Right? Because like we know Enki's all the way up here, so it's probably not gonna get to these lows. So I guess it's either yes or TY. So now we can skip to PM session here, because I will probably only be trading this. We can go near PM. And let's see. 4-hour candle. It's a C2, right? You hit those lows. It closes a C2 PSP on NQ. So I want to trade NQ. If these are, oh, look at this. Yeah, there is. Right, it's all these lows. All this would have been a CSD. Yeah, it's all those. Pretty crazy. Now the problem is, like, if I look at daily candle, this just doesn't support expansion either. It only does on NQ. Right? So by this point, we really expanded quite a bit over the day. If news is gonna be bullish, right? I'm just willing to trade NQ higher. Otherwise, I'm probably done. Right? Because like, even if news is bearish, we don't really have a swing point here. I guess there's this, but it's gonna take too much time. There's like no time. I'm just expecting this to see 15 minute. Yeah, I mean that's not the cleanest framework though. Yeah, okay, yeah. See news. Okay, there is unlucky. That's it. That's it for the day. I guess unless we leave equalize here, we have a tracement, but here we can trade this as a reversal day, but that's pretty much it. As soon as we hit this high, most of these highs set and just done. Okay, so we hit it. Okay, so it's just 1M here. Guess we get that. Nah, but it's too high. There's no way. Right, we could form a gap here. We don't. You never know. I guess we could wait for this gap. Actually, yeah, no, it's not gonna hit it. Wait. Yeah. As I'm like, we do have a dead daily. Can we reach that? Oh, we can. Oh, there is. I guess we could have traded this with fear to manipulate. There is no SMT fill, right? So this, I wouldn't like that, to be honest. Guess we are leaving equal highs. Yeah, so we're gonna trade this shit. Okay, that'll be it. Easy. And I'm actually gonna end here this backtesting session. I have to go. So we'll go over these, one of these stats, for this week. Oh wait, I need to switch this. There it is. There is 6R. No, no trades. Okay. Why was 433? Okay, sorry, we're gonna end it here.